What's up? What's up? It's a B.I. You know, I've been in these streets a minute, you dig? I ask myself questions like, what? Why? How? We contradict ourselves. We live by double standards and double negatives. So hopefully I can put you on some game. You can clean up some of this, you know? You heard? Let's go. How you smile in my face and wish the worst? How you do that? How you lie, say you love me, you down, but you won't put me first. How you hate me and don't know me, I guess you heard some lies. How you meet me, shake my hands and don't look in my eyes. How you befriend me, pretend to be my homie. I need you, you don't know me, you disown me, that's phony. How you call yourself a Christian, quote the Bible, say you love your Savior. You go to church, don't miss a Sunday, but yet you hate your neighbor. How you dress up like a stripper in a short skirt, but when a player disrespect you, it's like your feelings hurt. You let that broad cuss your mom, it's like she broke the law. You should've broke her jaw, left her ass and broke her heart. How you let me stay in prison and never visit? How you start that mess and dip and shit that ain't your business? How you figure you ain't no junkie but you hooked on drink? You pull a jack, you kick a door but you on rivals bank. Every time they speak is a lie. Don't understand how they play with words and let them fly. Knowing the consequences of being fake, you could die. But now I send them to you before you call them God. I try and I ask myself, what's almost double will I gain? Then I ask myself, staring out the window pane. So I ask myself, should I just leave it in your hands? I ask myself, or strap up and handle like a man? I ask myself, how you call yourself a preacher, a teacher, but yet you hate the gays? You at the boat playing slots, but you say you saved. You treat your family like some dirt behind a bitch you met. What about the shit they did before you knew her? Picture that. How you bite the hand that feeds you? How you turn your back? I went to prison, I had nobody shit. I learned from that. How you beat your kids behind some shit that they done seen you do? How you put your faith behind a broke nigga? You dreaming, fool. How you sell dope and never expect to catch a bid, nigga? You got it fucked up, put a car before your kids, nigga. How you sweat a bitch and you a bog, you play the game wrong. She love you when you got shit, she hates you when the change gone. It's the same song. How you let your people starve? How you figure this our country? How you figure we equal, dog? Questions with no answers, bodies with no minds, no consequences. It's all by design. It's like every time they speak is a lie. It's don't understand how they play with words and let them fly. Knowing the consequences of being fake, you could die. But now I send them to you before you call them God. I try and I ask myself, what's almost double will I gain? Then I ask myself, staring out the window pane. So I ask myself, should I just leave it in your hands? I ask myself, or strap up and handle like a man? I ask myself.